Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Miles Sanders and Arcega-Whiteside. I like Miles Sanders. The thing I like about Miles Sanders is that, you know, he could have quit. He could have left college after he saw that, you know, your boy from the Giants was getting all of the snaps. After he saw Saquon Barkley just going ham and knowing that he was going to be forced to play second fiddle. But he stood there and toughed it out and made the most out of his opportunities. So we got a guy at running back who's, I'm not going to say he's used to being second fiddle, but he knows how to adapt in those situations because Jordan Howard is going to get most of the snaps. Now, who's to say if Miles Sanders will get any of these snaps? Because you're still going to have Corey Clement and Josh Adams to feed out of that. We addressed the need, so what I'm getting out of this is that we won't be in the situation that we were in last time. Like, you know, we were in a situation last year to where we basically had no running backs. We were dwindled down in the playoffs to Wendell Smallwood and Darren Sproles, two of the smallest running back combinations that you could have going into the postseason period. So I don't see that happening again this year. Our four running backs that we got now, if healthy, are going to be big body running backs or bigger than those two guys. Corey Clement, Miles Sanders, Josh Adams, and Jordan Howard. So I like our running back room. I think we plugged the hole. These things all go into correspondence into keeping Carson Wentz fresh. I like what I've seen out of those guys. You know, it's really no film breakdown that you could do on Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders got that wiggle in the open space. Miles Sanders is just a really good running back, you know, sharing a running back room with Saquon Barkley and just being used to competing and doing everything that you need to do when you have a competitive running back room. He's a team guy, obviously. So I'm happy with the pick. I'm happy with the pick. All these things is going to keep Carson Wentz fresh, to keep Carson Wentz healthy. I'm happy with the pick. Arcega-Whiteside. You know, we passed on DK Metcalf. A lot of people seem to be passing on DK Metcalf. I was big on DK Metcalf. Arcega-Whiteside, I think he had 9 100-yard receiving games. He does remind me of Alshon Jeffrey. He reminds me of Alshon Jeffrey. I don't know if he could play in the slot. He got that jump ball speed, that catch radius. He's a big wide receiver. He could be looking to, they could be looking to replace him, Mac Hollins. I mean, Mac Hollins, honestly, if you want to be real, it's been like dead weight on the roster. Mac Hollins got to come. He got to step up. Mac Hollins got to be available to us, man. And this Arcega-Whiteside kid looks like a red zone threat. He looks like a guy with a huge wingspan, a nice catch radius, big, strong physical hands. He rarely misses any 50-50 balls. He's great at high pointing the ball. Somebody that Carson Wentz needs, man. I mean, we're getting bigger all around. What would I have liked to see us do with that second pick instead of Arcega-Whiteside? I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a lot of people. Adderley was still on the board. There was a lot of people still on the board. I'm not upset with the picks. I think the picks were better than a lot of people would like to admit. Top 10 talent out of the offensive line. We got that out of the way. We basically replaced Wendell Smallwood with probably a better overall running back, and we added to the wide receiver room. We don't have any third-round picks. We got some fourth-round comp picks. Yeah, we don't have any third-round picks, so we're done for today. And I think so far going offensive tackle first, running back, and wide receiver, I don't think it was a bad day. But I would like us to later on address the cornerback. A lot of good cornerbacks went. I think if you would have went cornerback at the second pick in the second round, I think you would have been good. I think if you'd have went cornerback at the second pick in the second round, you would have been good. But we chose to go all offense, all on the offensive side of the ball so far. And we just got to see how these picks will pan out. By us not going cornerback right now or looking at cornerback, it makes me feel like that we feel secure in where we are. And when we're healthy, I think we should feel secure because we actually found 2 gems off of practice squads in the middle of the season. Was it 2? Crevion LeBlanc, Avonte Maddox, those guys showed up. We found 2 gems who we didn't think we would have. I think at this point, you got to keep Rasul Douglas now. I mean, we ain't looking to draft nobody. Rasul Douglas is being developed. So you got to keep Rasul Douglas. Rasul Douglas has developed into a pretty good cornerback. The same way as Nelson Aguilar has developed. So maybe they're not giving up on the players that they developed. You know, it's hard to give up on a guy once you develop him and then you make him good eye candy for other teams. It's like you want me to give away my hard work. I worked hard on developing this guy. why should I give him away? That's the way I'm looking at it. But, you know, round 2 of the draft, I think it was a success as well. Not really worried about who nobody else picked. I think we did good, but let's see what happens in the 4th round and stuff like that. You know, offensive tackle, running back, wide receiver, man. We in the building.